I met my ex-girlfriend for the second time. So last weekend I went to Psytrance Festival in the Belgian Ardennes. Imagine a gathering of 200 hippie-like people on a grass field in the woods with tents, campers and a soundsytem playing psytrance 2 days straight. There was a great vibe, awesome music and beautiful people. Anyway, it was day 2 of the festival. In the morning I took an acid tab because I knew it was going to be a beautiful day, so I was slightly tripping. Around 3 o'clock in the afternoon I'm chilling in my newly bought festival chair at the edge of the dance floor. I was drinking a homemade cocktail, vodka with Sprite and elderflowers that my friend picked from a tree nearby. I was enjoying myself watching the people dance in front of me. It was a sunny day and I was really grateful to be there. So as I'm looking down the crowd I see a familiar face, my ex-girlfriend. She was standing 20 meters from me in the sun, slightly moving to the beat of the music. She was there with friends. So I observed the people around her to see if there was anybody that I knew, but nobody seemed familiar to me. She must have built a new life with new people, but she looked happy to me. We were together for 10 years. We bought a house together and were talking about having children. 7 years ago we broke up. I couldn't part from her as friends because I would always be hopeful to get back together. I wouldn't be able to move on. So I made sure the relationship was broken beyond repair so I could let her go. You can imagine it wasn't a pretty breakup. Right or wrong, I'll leave that in the middle. I was younger and I made mistakes. Since the breakup I've never seen her again. I knew that she, in the past, went to this type of gatherings. So it was perfectly possible that I would run into her at some point. So as I'm sitting in my chair I looked at her, slightly shocked as you can imagine. She looked back at me, as if she spotted me already a while ago. My friend was sitting next to me on the ground and I tapped his shoulder to explain to him what was happening. He knew her, he knew about our relationship and breakup because we've been friends for over 20 years now. The shock in his eyes may be even greater than my own. I'm going to talk to her. My friend said like this was something he had to do. I asked him to wait until I had the chance, and balls, to do this myself, and he respected that. A while later I was dancing on the dance floor, as was she. We moved closer and closer together. At a certain point we were dancing 2 meters next to each other. I didn't want to intrude in her personal space so I backed away. Back in my chair I still didn't know if it would be better to leave her alone or to go talk to her. We exchanged looks multiple times. I already knew what I wanted to say / ask her at that point. I wanted to say I'm sorry for how we broke up, and I was hoping for her to be happy and have a good life. At a certain point I see her walking over to me. She stops right in front of me and looks at me. As we stared directly into each other's eyes, I couldn't bring out a single sound or gesture. I was completely frozen. She turns around and sits down. She was literally an arm length away. My friend and I looked at each other. I asked him, "WTF is she doing?" He shrugged his shoulders. The tension was killing me, to a point when I could no longer hold it. So I got up and sat down next to her. "How are you?" I asked her in Dutch. I can't exactly remember what she replied, but it was something like "I'm having a great time, awesome festival." But the crazy thing was that she replied to me in English. She's also Dutch, and she acted like she has never met me before. I completely choked. I didn't say anything anymore, got back up and went back to my chair. She also got up and walked away to another spot at the edge of the dance floor. Remember that I'm still on acid at this point, and I couldn't wrap my head around the situation. I said to my friend, "She's speaking English to me, and she acts like she doesn't know me at all. Maybe she's fucking around with my head and just doesn't want to talk to me." My friend said, "I'll go talk to her." This time I let him. So he walks over to her and I see them talking, both looking at me from time to time. Then they came back and she sits down right next to me. She introduces herself as a Russian girl that lived in Luxembourg. Her name was Dina. As we were talking, I slowly came to realize that this wasn't the girl I lived with for 10 years. She looked exactly the same, but her voice was different. "A complete mindfuck," she said. "Now I understand why you came up to me before. We talked for about 20 minutes, about the relationship and how we broke up. She wanted to see a picture of her, but I didn't have one. She was really compassionate and understanding. She also cheered me on that I took the step to go talk to her. When the music stopped, she came to say goodbye. We gave each other a hug. As she walked away, we waved at each other. I didn't see her again at the festival, but I think I will never forget meeting her.